and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a very simple and easy landscape, and at the end of the video, I'm also going to be sharing with you some important tips and tricks along with the entire summary of the painting so you don't miss out on any step. Alright, so first things first, we are going to get ready with all our art supplies and things that we need. So today I'm taking this white color. You can use any brand that you have. And the next shade is the crimson red color. We can use any red shade. And lemon yellow color, basically we are using all the beautiful warm colors in order to create a sunset. So we are picking up this lemon yellow color and then this orange shade. And we also need a primary blue color. I have already kept my sketchbook ready. This is acrylic painting paper and I have already created a border using a masking tape or a transparent tape. So these are the brushes that we need today. They are simple flat brushes. You can just look into the quality. They are soft, at the same time stiff. And something to keep in mind would be to avoid these kind of flat brushes. So the selection is very important. They have to be smooth and not rough and uneven like this. You won't be able to blend colors if you use wrong brushes. Alright, so now let's begin. We need this flat brush, and before we get started, I am just marking a line on the center to remember the sky and the land area. This is a very rough line. And then I dip my flat brush in water and remove the excess water by using a tissue paper. And I'm going to be mixing up this orange and lemon yellow shade. Basically, we want cadmium yellow color. In case you have it, you can use it directly or just mix both of them. You will be able to get them very easily. And now as you can see, the brush is moving very smoothly because the brush was moist. So in case your brush is not moving very smoothly, you have to add water to it. It's very simple. Only then the blending process will happen if both the colors are moist. And as you can notice, while I'm moving upwards, I'm increasing the color intensity of lemon yellow color and white shade. This is just to make it very balanced and not to make it like extremely saturated and yellowish, because that won't happen in real, It is just not that yellow and saturated, so we are just trying to achieve a realistic looking background. And then I mix some crimson red and white color just to get a very light shade of pink, and I'm adding it on the top like this. And now as you can see, it's very light and it gets beautifully merged with the base that we had, that is the yellow pigment, and it looks beautiful. Then on the bottommost part, I added some more orange shade, and this is very intentionally done because I'm going to be creating a beautiful warm tone around it. And now once it is done, I'm also marking the place where the sun is going to be. I'm just adding this white color on the center first, so that later when I add that white color on the center, it can stand out, because now as you can see, the white color is getting mixed with the background because the colors are still moist. So we will let this dry completely. Meanwhile, let's go on the top and create beautiful clouds. So as you would have noticed, I didn't add the blue shade at this stage because we are using lemon yellow color. So when blue and yellow are going to get mixed, they're going to create green shade. So we need to let the base color dry completely. Only then we'll be able to add the blue shade on top, because we don't want both the colors to come together and create a very different looking color that we don't need on the sky. So then I make some primary blue and white color together, and just by using the tip of my flat brush, I'm creating this beautiful sky area. So as the base color was pink, so this blue color is complementing the sky so well. And then I switched over to the small flat brush and blending the corner end so that it looks part of the entire sky. To give it a try, you can add so many other clouds that I'm going to be making. Like here, I added a little pigment of crimson red to my white color and added it there. Also, there is no rule for creating clouds, and there is no specific color that you have to use because sunsets are endless. clouds are going to be of different shape, of different color all the time, you know, so they are so beautiful. You can never paint it in one specific manner, so you can just go ahead and pick up these beautiful colors and just move around in this circular direction of the brush and create clouds like this. If in case you don't want to add so many clouds there, please don't do it. This is absolutely optional. Also, while creating clouds, try to remember to pick up very little color initially and just move in this circular direction, and also reduce the pressure of the brush while you release it at the corner end to get this kind of soft fluffy end. Now, in case you don't want to try so many clouds, the topmost cloud, that is a blue shade, is looking really nice. You can just leave it there. But just because I wanted to add some darker corner on this side, I added some primary blue and crimson red together and got this darker shade. Actually, this is just not required. Later on, I will be actually adding a blue shade only on top of it, so you can exclude this step. But in case you want to add some kind of variation to the sky, you can try doing this. Also, blending on paper becomes a little tough sometimes, so what you can do is to get those clean and fine ends. You can actually wash your brush clearly and use that moist brush to get those clean ends like I did here. So this is also one technique you can follow while blending on a paper. So this comes under the glazing method, where we just added a simple darker color on one corner and also merged it. And so this was just for the demonstration. I'm again going to be making it a little lighter in shade so that later I can add that light blue color on top of it. So just don't get confused. This is just for the demonstration of glazing and adding those darker clouds. This is absolutely optional. You can also paint it simply blue on top. So now I mix some orange and lemon yellow shade, and by using this darker color, I'm trying to create clouds like this. Remember, you have to pick up very little color on your brush and just move around like this in this circular method to create small, tiny, flowy clouds. And meanwhile, the center part is completely dry. Now I added this thick coat of white color only on the center. This is where the sun is going to be, so we want to make it extremely vibrant and bright. That's the reason we are also extending few white clouds around it. This is basically the reflection of sun that will fall on top of some clouds. So we need to create that as well. First up, I am trying to create a thick white circle only. Now I picked a very tiny pigment of white. We just want to show the reflection of light falling on them because they're very close to the sun. And now we are going to be painting the bottom part, which is the water area. Basically, the reflection of the sky is going to fall on it, so it's going to look exactly the same. So we just need to paint whatever we have painted on the sky back on the water, because this is going to be the reflection falling on the water area. So I just picked up this orange shade, added little white color to it, and because the brush was not moving very smoothly, so I added some water. So now mixing water depends on the movement of the brush. In case your brush is not moving very smoothly, you're not able to blend the colors, then that's the point you have to remember and realize that you have to add some water to it. So once I did that, I am also adding some white here. And as you can see, the moment I moved upward, it created such a beautiful blend. This is important because now on the base, I'm going to be adding blue shade. When blue and yellow are going to combine, they will create green shade. So to avoid that, as you can see, I am not moving upwards towards the yellow shade because both of them will combine as they are still moist and create a green shade. So what I did is I quickly washed my brush and just cleared up only the corner end line so that it does not look very harsh and prominent. And once it dried completely, then I picked up some white color which was mixed with very tiny pigment of blue, and then I merged it on the top. So in case you want to ever mix yellow and blue, you can follow this kind of technique where you can add the blue shade later when the base color dries completely. we painted this blue color in the bottom area and I really liked it. So I'm going to be just adding more of it on the top area as well, so that they look very cohesive and it looks part of the entire painting and the reflections look exactly same. And in case even you don't like any part of the painting, then you just don't have to give up. You can reapply the paints again and enjoy painting. By using the tip of my flat brush, I'm creating this line which is going to be the horizon area, and I'm using this crimson red which is mixed with orange. And also extending some variation on the sky, which is of this beautiful dark saturated orange shade. And on top of it, we are going to be painting trees. To join me in the next class. Till then, take care and thanks for watching.